Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure. Possibly for the last time or second last time, depending how long the 7th and last chapter is going to be. In the last episode we made some nice progress while exploring this Bunkersville island at Point Nemo. And as you can see, Kitteh is not with us right now because she got trapped inside this one box, I believe, and she's having a hard time to get out of there, and we can't help her, apparently, unfortunately. So we have to go on without Kitteh for now. And we also ran into the remains of, I think he was Captain by the time he died, Captain Johansen. And if you have read the story Call of Cthulhu, that name should ring a bell, Johansen. And he basically told us, or well, he didn't really tell us. We used Necronomicon to read the past, his last moments, I think, or something like that. Kind of like Haunter's Mark in a way, but we also saw his. Well, it wasn't really a ghost, but anyway. So we read into his past, and he told us that he and his men had planted some explosives on around Point Nemo, I think, and the detonator is on top of the mountain, I think it was, and that's where Ketype and Peace went for, I think. So we have to go to the. So either Buzz have to go to the top of the mountain and push the button or whatever on the detonator to blow this whole place up, or we are going to play as Ketype one last time before the game ends, or at least I hope that's what's going to happen. I want to play as Ketype on here on Point Nemo before the game ends. But we'll see. So without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game here, and this is one interesting looking room. Lots of pictures of various objects. There's like a horseshoe that looks like a doll, and not necessarily a voodoo doll, but it could be. And is that a whiskey bottle? And that seems like a purple box that we picked up in the very first episode, in the prologue actually. And that's the purple crystal thingy. It had this very difficult and impossible word or name for it. So I don't remember how did you say it? Trapezium or something like that. I don't know. But that's the crystal that we took as Ketype, and that's how he got the Haunter's Mark. Don't know what that is. And that's the Necronomicon. Framed picture of the Necronomicon. Actually, framed picture of a crystal. Oh yeah, I didn't even pay attention to the text here. Shelves full of framed pictures.
This is straight up bizarre. There are framed pictures of some objects I've come across ever since this whole adventure began, like the exploding package and Priscilla's doll, but also of others that I don't recognize. Oh,
so that's Priscilla's doll. Okay, and some that we haven't, and some items that we don't recognize just yet. Let's see, that looks like an eyeball. That could be the sword that we don't have anymore, but we picked up and used that in the last episode. That kind of looks like a ring. I don't know if you can see them, because they are quite small. The heck is that? Not sure. Okay. Crystal.
A framed picture of an unusual crystal. I don't recall ever seeing this before.
Yeah, because you haven't. Ketype was the one who saw and picked that one up. The trapezium, or however you spelled it. Sign.
This looks just like Olmstein's sign, except there's a crazy amount of lines connecting tens and tens of dots all over the place.
Can we take a closer look at it, please?
Can this mean that there are more than one signs?
Maybe.
Olmstein, I can't wait for you to answer all my questions.
Yeah, I'm very eager to hear what he has to say about all of this once we find him, if we ever find him.
Maybe it's the stone from the stars that gave Dawn his mark, but
yeah,
there's really no way of knowing.
Well, don't worry, Buzz. Don't worry, Buzz, we know. We know that that's the crystal. It's enough that one of us knows.
These other objects vary from just unusual to ancient? What's the point of all this?
It's almost like the game cut bus there for a moment.
Who the heck could this strange place belong to?
I don't know. Maybe this is Olmstein's own hideout. And the Necronomicon.
I know what that is.
We all know
Why
what it
it's
is.
framed and on display, that's a different story. Why would these 3 pictures be displayed more prominently than the others?
That's a good question, actually.
I'm sick of looking at it.
Okay, you know what? So am I. Central open book. Huge porthole.
Huge porthole looking out into a greenish abyss. There's something off about it, though.
Really? I don't see anything too weird. I don't know what that was. I thought it was some sort of a animal there for a moment, but no.
It's like it's shimmering every once in a while.
Shimmering, that's what it is. Shimmering.
I'm getting a very strange vibe from it.
Where could this shimmering come from? What the? I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what that was just now. Earth and Moon apparatus.
It's the Earth, with a moon on a rotating arm attached to it. Wait a minute, what the?
It kinda looks like it's bleeding blood.
There's long red string hanging from the moon like it was cut or something. And I'm seeing dozens of shorter threads hanging from places all over the globe.
Oh, they are strings, okay.
The greenish light coming in from the portal is only illuminating 3/4 of the moon.
Okay. Can we do anything with it?
I'm leaving everything as it is.
Okay. Rightmost open book.
This book is called The Case of Basil Dexter Kerwin. Basil Kerwin, a bookish nobody counting the days away behind his office desk, unveils a century-spanning relationship between himself and a wizard named Corvinus, and tries to avoid slowly transforming into something he detests. The pages are all crossed out and scratched over. It's hard to make out anything more.
Okay, so it mentions Corvinus, the wizard from Forum Maris, from the legend, and the other, what was the other name? Kerwin, with C. That sounds almost identical to Bus's own name, Bus Kerwin.
Corvinus. Oh no, I'm starting to feel faint. I've had enough. I'd better move on.
Okay.
This book is called The Case of Basil Dexter Kerwin. Basil Kerwin, a bookish noble, unveils a century-spanning relationship between himself and a wizard named Corvinus, and tries to avoid slowly transforming into something he detests. The pages are all...
Yeah, okay. And what about the central book?
Whoa. The title of the book is A Storm Over Fishmouth. What? Should I look deeper into this?
Yes, A Storm Over Fishmouth. Basically a reference to the Shadow over Fishmouth. Not Fishmouth, Innsmouth. The Shadow over Innsmouth story.
While on an antiquarian tour of an isolated fishing village called Fishmouth, a man called Robert Olmstein has an unexpected revelation. Olmstein? Robert Olmstein? What does this mean?
Now it's Robert Olmstein. When was this book written?
Let's see what this page says. It had all started with the strange fishiness of the local populace.
Fishiness.
But now it was clear. There was more, so much more to this. It was as if whispers of dark ancient legends, revelations of unfathomable ancestry, madcap globetrotting adventurers, and the ever-present threat of slumbering horror were all coming together into one blood-red line under the watchful eye of the Necronomicon.
Okay, anything else?
Holy hardcover hermetical history, I've stumbled onto something big! I'll just keep reading, I guess.
Yeah,
These
do that.
stories are too dark and beautiful not to come to life, uttered Olmstein with an enigmatic smile. Even the one ending with this world's complete destruction? There is no story if there is nothing at stake, came Olmstein's answer. The roles are set, the actors will come and go, and we will be here, watching. And controlling it? Sometimes, when the time is right. Why not make it always? Always? Where is the fun in that? And he let go of the book, watching it drop in slow motion into the crowd below. The end.
Wow. Okay, so if I understood that correctly, Olmstein basically had the Necronomicon in his hands originally. Well, let's assume that he's an outer god, because it really is starting to sound like it. Or some other very powerful outer being. Well, we do know that he's not a normal human, but anyway. So he had the Necronomicon originally, but then he decided to have some fun and drop it to Earth, so that some mortal would pick it up and do some crazy shit with it, and he just watches from afar, apparently. Kinda sounds like the story of Death Note, where this Shinigami, a death god, drops the Death Note to the mortal world and just watches as the first person, Light Yagami, starts to kill criminals by using the Death Note and become a god, essentially. That sounds very familiar, the story so far. I was wondering if there was a leftmost open book or something like that. Let's see, what's this about?
It's a book about ancient folk tales. It's open at Transylvania, Romania.
This is about the dragon, I think.
This page describes the Muara and the Azor myth. Weird.
Okay.
This next page is about the castle and I think Vlad's ancestors and the masks. This can't be a coincidence.
No, I highly doubt it. Okay, so he's not gonna actually read it.
It's a book about...
Yeah.
It's open at...
Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Can we... No, we can't apparently pick these ones up.
Weird.
I'm leaving everything as it is.
Okay, so we're not gonna move stuff around. And there's stairs over here. Well, might as well, let's...
Do I really want to go already? I haven't looked at everything in here, and who knows if I'll ever get a second chance.
Okay, so that's basically game telling us that don't go yet. You can't come back once you go up these stairs. Okay, let's see if we have missed anything. 3 empty frames.
Looks like there used to be pictures in these, but they're gone. Huh. Looking closer, there's a lot of wear and tear. Like they've seen a lot of different pictures come and go. Who put all of this here? Who lives here? Could it be...
Olmstein?
I'm leaving everything as it is.
Okay. And that's everything, yeah. I'm gonna save at this point. Even though we haven't really done anything, we have been just looking around, checking out what's in here, and take a closer look at all this stuff. But this... What's this about? I have no idea what these are supposed to be. Maybe that's Earth and that's the Moon? Could this be the Necronomicon? Maybe. And this, I'm not sure. Maybe this is an eye, because if this is the Necronomicon and that round thing is supposed to be the eye in the middle of it, maybe this is the eye as well. Oh great, more stuff like this. I think Buzz said that the light is covering only was it 1/3 or 1/3 of the moon currently. And there the book in the middle as well, and maybe that indicates that how much light is being reflected towards the book as well. I have no idea what this is about. I can't click on these, or at least nothing happens when I'm clicking on them. Okay. What about this? Oh! Oh hey, that's back in Darkham. And that's the Cthulhu bust statue. Uh-huh. So this is how Olmstein has been watching us. He is using these hidden security cameras. And that's from Paris. Forum Maris. Right outside the inn. We can't do anything. Can't interact with anything here. Looks like the festival is still going, assuming that this is live footage. Okay, that's everything. And did we try the book? No, okay. I don't recognize any of these people. Okay, that looks like a white-haired woman with glasses. These seem to be like eagle's talons, not sure. Some dark-skinned dude with a, well, not really a, well, I guess you could call that a beard. I mean, it kind of he just kind of looks like he hasn't been shaving. That kind of looks like a claw to me. And he looks like a noble, maybe an emperor or a Russian Tsar, I don't know. A book, most likely a Necronomicon, and I don't know if that's a he or she, but a black person with very messy hair. I was about to say that maybe those are dreadlocks, but it just looks very messy. And a dot in the middle of his or her forehead, so maybe he or she is Indian. Oh, and here's the sign again. Ah, more people. A Native American. I don't know, looks like a Caucasian. Either Europe, from somewhere from Europe, maybe. And that looks like an I was about to say that priest, but after looking at his attire some more, he may not be a priest, but an Asian guy, regardless. Another Caucasian. Well, actually, he kind of looks like he's from Eastern Europe, like Romania, for example. And she looks like well, more white Caucasian, obviously from Europe, maybe. Like, I don't know, maybe German. Just a wild guess. Aha, more signs. Okay, more people here. And more people. She looks like she has a shotgun. Maybe these are the past actors. These could be the past actors that Olmstein used for his own amusement. And these must be roles, now that I think about it. Maybe that's... what did Peace call... What did she call Buzz at one point in Transylvania? Was it Carrier? Because he's carrying the Necronomicon around. So maybe this indicates that this guy was the Carrier. And maybe this eye thingy is the Seeker, which would be Ketype right now, but let's see. Maybe we can actually find Buzz and Ketype, maybe Kitteh and Peace here somewhere. That's Johansen, isn't it? At least he looks like a sailor. That could be Johansen, so maybe next will be our turn. Yes, it's us right here. Okay, so that's us. Boss with the book, so he's the courier. Ketype, he's the seeker with Haunter's Mark, although it may be possible that the other seekers here did not have Haunter's Mark, but anyway. And here is Barnabas. I don't know what his role is. Guardian of the other, maybe. And Peace, Hunter of Evils. I don't know what her role is supposed to be. Kitteh is not here, surprisingly. Okay. So maybe we don't actually need to do anything here. No comments? Boss? Oh, okay. I'm gonna save one more time. Okay, well... Are we now done here, boss?
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Dawn and Peace need me. Goodbye, strange room.
Okay, now what? Do we go back to Ketype? Oh! Oh my! Oh god!
Like a moth to the flame, you finally made it! The carrier. Right on time.
Buzz, turn around! Run!
Oh, those two are trapped.
No,
Oh,
no,
crap.
no. That is where you are wrong, little zealous fly. It is not him carrying the book. It was always the book carrying him here.
Nonsense! We were always right on your tail, Butcher.
Oh, because you chose to, right? Adorable. But enough about that. Hand over the book, carrier.
Or what?
Or I constrict those electricity fields and zap your friends just like the bugs that they are.
Okay, the Butcher looks... Well, let's just say that I did not expect Butcher to look like that. He looks weird. Are those prosthetic legs? And his hands look very weird too. We can see his face, and Peace and Ketype are trapped, and that's the monstrosity that the Butcher has been building. Mechanical body, and there seems to be a tank with all the fish that he stole from Fishmet from the Order of Dagon inside it, and the dragon wings that he took from under the castle in Transylvania, and that's a squid. That's a regular squid, I think. Or maybe that's half Goofa. Maybe that's supposed to be half Goofa that he's now controlling somehow. Okay, so that's his creation. Damn. Not until you tell me what you want it for. No, I think I'll use it to bend reality to my will. I hope that we can say this later. Not until you tell me what you want it for.
Not until you tell me what you want it for.
Oh, come on. What difference does it make to you?
We are curious.
This will all play out as it must, regardless. Let us stop wasting time.
I can just read a spell and end you.
We both know it does not work that way.
It already worked once. Well, if you're referring to Kitteh, then I don't know if I would agree with that. You are lying because you are desperate. I don't know, he doesn't really sound very desperate.
It already worked once.
Do I have to spell everything out for you? It worked once because it was written that it would. You had no say in this. The book chose the role, and now it returns to me for its final performance.
You're insane.
Bob Olmstein, or whatever he's calling himself. We're all just actors in his little production. Until you hand the Necronomicon over, that is.
Production? Like a play? Excuse me. I'm not anyone's pawn, Butcher.
Production? Like a play?
You have not caught on yet? Tough.
Oh, I have, but he
no
hasn't.
time to lay it out for you dimwits. Book, now.
What's going on? What is he saying? You owe us an explanation. Yeah, he kinda does. Well, let's say this. Actually, somehow I don't think that he's going to really tell us anything. Because he doesn't see any point in it. Yeah.
What's going on? What's he saying?
Oh, that Ketype
What
saying
is
it.
Olmstein's nature? Tell me.
But it really is simple, little fly. You are all prisoners in Olmstein's web of fiction, while I will claw my way out of it.
So what's the book for?
A fine seeker you turned out to be. It is the magic wand in the illusionist's toolkit. This thing called Olmstein likes his stories. He simply set loose the magic wand into our boring world and watched it turn myth into reality. So many possible storylines he planted seeds for. The carrier, the seeker, the protector, the beast. Same roles, different actors.
The Protector and Peace.
So much more
Okay.
fun when you defy all laws of nature and existence. Give me the book!
So those were the other two roles that I was not sure about. So, So Barnabas was the Protector and Peace was the Beast. Okay. What will you use the book for? Planted seeds.
Planted seeds? I need to know. Is he divine in nature?
Forgive the cliche laugh, but the idiotic question warranted it. What difference does it make?
What will you use the book for?
The crowning achievement of my life's work with flesh and blood and metal. Breathing life into one of Olmstein's favorite characters.
The Half-Goofa? The mind-controlled Hyper-Kraken? Of course we're gonna say this.
The mind-controlled Hyperkraken.
For now. But what matters is what it shall become.
Oh, it actually
Yeah,
is.
Cthulhu! He who dreams at the bottom of the sea, awaiting his awakening. The perfect triangle.
The huge pair of wings you dug up in Forum Maris, yeah, they are right there. The oversized squid you raised in Fishmet. Okay, so is that Half-Goofa or not?
The oversized kraken you raised in Fishmouth.
The second angle. Head of the Kraken.
The huge pair of wings you dug up in Forum Maris.
The first angle. Wings of the Dragon.
You.
The third angle. Iron Will of Man.
You're just mind-controlling some poor Frankenstein creature, you psycho.
Part man, part Kraken, part Dragon. Made one by the Necronomicon. And now, the moon is right.
Why here? Why is this place special? The moon is right. So Olmstein is an... I really wish that we can say all of this. Oh, and there's a small typo there. And these small dots are missing from this side.
The moon is right?
Oh, Olmstein. Fine bunch of actors you were dealt this time. They have seen all and understood nothing.
No, wait. Olmstein, the moon, the Necronomicon, the Kraken? I think I'm starting to understand.
Are you now?
Olmstein is plain evil. Olmstein wanted the monster here. What am I saying? Nothing makes sense. I wouldn't say that he's plain evil. He's just doing all of this to amuse himself. But then again, I guess you could call him evil because of that, considering what all these people had to go through. But yeah, I guess he could be considered evil by us. But yeah, not gonna delve too much into that. Olmstein wanted the monster here. Not so sure about that. Yeah, let us say this.
Olmstein is plain evil.
Wrong.
Yeah.
No, wait!
Yeah, I thought so. He wanted the monster here.
Olmstein wanted the monster here.
And why is that?
Because he's a sick, twisted psycho. Because every good story needs a monster. Yeah.
Because every good story needs a monster.
A monster that the heroes can smite, using the awesome power of the Necronomicon. There is just one little detail that is off.
We're early, aren't we?
Indeed. Only when the moon is full does Olmstein regain control over the Necronomicon. He set it up that way, and it is beautiful. Until then, the book is useless to you, while long have I studied its wicked pages. I know how to rein its chaotic majesty in.
Oh no.
His eye in the sky, not yet fully open to our doings. Praise the gibbous moon. My time to strike.
You played us.
Not quite. The story would have gathered us all here nonetheless, just a while later. Congratulations on overcoming all those obstacles so quickly.
Damn, I was too good at this game.
Taken your time.
So Olmstein is
Impress me. What is Olmstein?
Okay, so I was too good at the game and didn't waste at least a little more time, because if we had come here later, then we could have beaten him with the Necronomicon. That's what I'm getting at here. Or Olmstein could have done it. A god? You? An alien? Well, technically he would be an alien, assuming that Olmstein really is an outer being and not from Earth. So, a god? Well, to us, yes, he could be considered as a god, because he's that powerful. Why did we come here so early? Why was I too good at this game? Nah, just kidding. But could he be Olmstein? No, I don't think so, no. At least it really wouldn't make much sense. Or would it? Who knows how other gods think. A god or an alien? I mean, both of these are kinda true. Depends from your perspective, I think. Well, to these people, I guess god.
A god. He must be a god. We are all messing with things that we don't understand.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, little fly. I have really had enough talk now.
No,
Last
not yet.
warning before they die.
Okay. Here.
Oh, crap.
Welcome back, old friend.
So now what? You'll just become
Cthulhu! Devourer of souls! An end to this wretched joke of a world!
destroy the world, that's it? You either haven't thought this through or you're just bad crap nuts.
Negotiating terms, little fly. Yes, they're in control right now, up there in the moon, but once I stamp this world out, when just me and them are the ones left standing...
What? What happens?
Appreciation for a mortal that became a god. For the pawn that broke the rules and checkmated the king. I have created life before, and I will destroy and then repopulate this world the way I see fit.
Olmstein will never allow it.
Start over from scratch, with an invincible god of death ruling over darkness? Breeding my own ruthless kind, stamping out the weak. Nothing but chaos for years and years to come? That is not his kind of story. Him and his kind will just abandon this wretched earth, move on to the next toy and leave this one to me.
Or they could just destroy
to
it.
Become Cthulhu.
I mean, he could just destroy the Earth too, I think. Maybe I should have said alien. Oh hey, Kitteh!
Kitteh!
Shh! Shut up, dummy! How do I stop those force fields?
Forget those! All the underground volcanoes around this peak are rigged to explode. The detonator's got to be around here somewhere. Look for that!
Blow up volcanoes, awaken beasts for mind control. Got it! On it!
Ah, we are controlling Kitteh now, I think. The Butcher.
The Butcher! Finally in my sights and I'm powerless!
Oh, we are controlling Ketype here, okay.
I ain't getting anything.
Okay, we can use that, still.
I can't reach the freak! He's got a lot to answer for. If only I could get rid of this energy field.
Okay, can we... Can we access our inventory? No. Cables.
This whole place is wired. I'll bet it's wired to blow stuff up.
Ah, this must be the wires for the explosive that Johansen and his crew planted around the entire island.
Thick, red cables. They run all over the place. Hard to tell where to exactly. It's impossible to tell where they all lead to.
I guess we don't really need to know.
Quickly, hook up the detonator. It dies tonight.
Okay, where's the detonator, I wonder?
Can't do anything. I'm stuck in place.
Can we interact with Kitteh? No. Junk on raised platform.
Still a lot of junk, but on some kind of raised platform. Hard to see anything under that upside-down box. Ugh, this is so frustrating. That's it! That's the detonator! Set up! What? No! No!
Ah, so the detonator is there.
The detonator! That's it! There's the detonator! Kitteh, right below you!
Alright, let's hope it makes a big enough splash.
Not so fast, you verbose vermin! Unless you
Crap.
want to fry, you are not touching that detonator.
No, no, no!
Feel that energy crackling in the air? I've reached the final 3 phases of the incantation. World, prepare to meet Cthulhu!
Are we actually going to see Cthulhu?
We gotta do something!
Yeah! Cthulhu Fatigan! Damn it! Ah!
That's not good news at all. We'll all go insane.
Olmstein, where are you?
Taranak Shog! Taranak Sia! Yeah!
Oh crap. Oh crap.
Yeah! Cthulhu Fatigan!
It's the detonator! Our one chance to send a signal to Vlad and Serge and Barnabas.
Oh, I was wondering about
It's
those three.
engulfed in deadly electricity. Ugh.
Because those 3 are at the bells right now. The 3 bells, and they have to ring it. And then something happens, I think.
I don't know how to do it, but we need to push that button. It's our one shot. We need to push it and ring the bells. Time's running out. I can't reach it.
God damn it. Anything else here?
Yeah! Cthulhu Fatigan!
Escape. Anything else here? No. I guess we open that, maybe?
It's the one way out of here. I can't do that. I'm pinned down.
Taranak Shog!
Go back the way you came, Kitteh. It's the only way out. I've failed you. I've dragged you along all over the place and achieved nothing. I ruined your life.
Aww.
I couldn't change you back. I lost the Necronomicon. And now this lunatic might turn into a god of death and destruction. You're innocent. Just run. Run as fast as you can.
Now, Buzz, it isn't easy to admit this, but I've discovered some surprising things about myself since this all started. Run away? Sorry, but that's not my style. Time for... well, no time left.
Is she going to
Bye.
sacrifice herself? No! Kitteh! Don't do it! There must be another way. Not the cat! Oh. Kitteh, no! Okay, is it now gonna blow up? Looks like it. That's one big-ass explosion.
Stupid little critter! Your sacrifice was for naught! It has not awakened! It has not!
What now? Is that the real... Is that the real Cthulhu? Oh my god. He's like, what the heck is this thing? Get the fuck out of here. I'm the real deal. Oh my god. So much from that contraption.
No, little one. Come back, little one. Why won't you listen to me?
Ah, okay. So he jumped after Cthulhu.
Not the soulless beast she wanted us to think she was.
We're all gonna miss her, buddy. It's as if time stood still for her.
Oh.
Olmstein!
What the? Olmstein is here? And he still doesn't have shoes, by the way. Oh, is that the moon? Did they just go to the moon? Oh, but that was the end? No, that can't be it. I mean, what happened next? Oh, there we go. Okay, what is that? Oh, it's Kitteh! She's... back? Okay, I don't like this Kitteh.
Time to rock and roll!
Oh. Or maybe it was Kitteh. Although, a heck of a lot scarier. Okay, and here we have the credits now, so that was the end of the game. And these credits should not be very long, considering that there was only 3 developers working on this game. Cast of characters was Kerman, Livio Bohr. I think Livio Bohr is one of the one of the developers actually. So yeah, only 3 people worked on this game, and of course some of the voice actors that they hired. But other than that, I don't think that the credits are going to be very long here. Looks like Livio Bohr has voice acted quite a few of the characters here. Like 1/3 of the characters, judging from the credits here. Kami Gibbous. I think that's the second developer. And there was a third one who was the programmer of this game, but I don't remember his name right now. Apologies. And as for the choice of this music, not sure if I think that this is the best choice for a Lovecraftian game like this, but hey, I like it regardless. Oh, and are these the Kickstarter backer names? I kind of missed it. Oh yeah, this must be Kickstarter backers, I think. Okay, let's see if we can, or if I can, spot my own name. Nico, I think that was the name of the programmer. That is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange eons even death may die. Okay, the credits were a bit longer than I expected actually, and I didn't spot my own name in there, but maybe I can find it during the editing process. But anyway, now, my brief thoughts of the game. The ending was, I would say, bittersweet. It wasn't perfect per se, but I think it was also kind of fitting for a Lovecraftian story. But it kind of feels like that that there should be a sequel. I mean, what happens next? They just went to Moon, and Kitteh has come back to life, but way scarier now. If Stuck in Attic is going to make a sequel for this game, well, I'm gonna support it 100% because I really like this game. I really do. The graphics are just gorgeous, the art style is just gorgeous, and I have always said that point-and-click adventure game genre is the best genre for Lovecraftian type of games when it comes to storytelling and whatnot, and this game basically proves it that, yeah, I think that this is still the best genre for Lovecraftian game. And maybe role-playing games as well, that would be another very good genre for it. And now, the question is, did Stuck in Attic manage to combine the Lovecraftian cosmic horror and LucasArts' more family-friendly and whimsical art style and humor? Did they manage to combine the two in harmony, so to speak? I think that yes, I think that they nailed that, to be frank. They did an excellent job with that. Well, as far as the humor goes, it was a bit of a hit and miss, for me personally anyway. Of course, humor is a very subjective thing. Some jokes landed well and I even found amusing, and some not as much. Some people could even say that the game had some cringy moments too. And I was also surprised that we actually got to see some of the Lovecraftian cosmic horror things, abominations in this game. At that one point in the factory in Fishmouth, and they were legit horrifying, I gotta say. And we also got to see Cthulhu himself at the very end there, and I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. On one hand, I do appreciate that we actually got to see Cthulhu himself. I mean, after all, this game is titled as a Cthulhu adventure and everything. But at the same time, I think that maybe it could have been better if we didn't see him, or at the very least not as clearly as we just saw him. But I'm just gonna appreciate the fact that we saw him at all, so I'm happy with that. And when it comes to horror in this game in general, even though this game is obviously not a straight out horror game in the real sense of the word, there were some moments there that were, at least in my opinion, if not legit scary, then at the very least very creepy and eerie that made me feel unease. So there were a few moments like that in the game, and that I appreciate a lot. I think that Stuck in Attic really nailed the Lovecraftian horror in this game. So they did excellent job in that regard. I mean, Kitteh at the end was just so freaking scary there, with the demonic voice and everything, and did she have red eyes as well? And as far as puzzles go, I would say that the puzzles were okay at the end of the day. They were okay. But that's also disappointing in a sense that they were just okay. They were not really that creative or memorable per se. There were a couple of puzzles that got me, and judging from the other playthroughs that I have watched so far, many people got stuck at the same puzzles that where I did. The one in the Butcher's Sanctum with all the weird characters, and then the one in Paris where we had to find out the 5 words that we needed to say out loud to cast the spell in Paris to make the ladders come down. So those were the toughest puzzles, and the others were pretty easy. Maybe even too easy, you could say, and not very imaginative or creative. I think I said this in the last episode as well, but I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't use the Necronomicon in the game until the very last, the 7th chapter. We didn't use it at all. I mean, it does make sense. I understand that reading from the Necronomicon out loud, especially when you don't even know what you're reading, is a terrible idea. I get that. But at the same time, I think it was a waste to just carry around the Necronomicon but not actually do anything with it until the very last chapter. I think they could have made some puzzles where you had to use the Necronomicon and maybe some different weird spells or something to proceed. But then again, we did have some weird powers with Ketype by using the Haunter's Mark, by reading into objects past, so we got some of that, but I just wish that we had used the Necronomicon as well at some point in the game, other than in the last chapter. And as for the voice acting, I really enjoyed the voice acting here, for the most part. There were some characters here and there that either sounded like that they were reading their lines straight from paper and they didn't sound natural at all, or they just sounded like they were not recorded in the same studio as everyone else, almost as if they were recorded in a back room somewhere or in a toilet or something like that. Well, maybe not that bad, but they did not sound the same as the other characters. But those were few and far between, so not so many characters that it bothered me. The main cast, Buzz, Kitteh, and especially Ketype did excellent job. The voice actors did excellent job with those characters. Ketype is perhaps my favorite. I really liked his noir-style character that took everything rather seriously, maybe even too seriously at times. But that's also what made him funny, in my opinion anyway. And what else? The other characters whom I liked a lot as far as voice acting goes is Zadok, the drunk from Fishmouth. He was also a fun character. I think I even cracked up a little bit at some of his lines. And I also liked the way how he told the story of Fishmouth, about the Order of Dagon and Hafgufa and stuff like that. That storytelling of his was very convincing and made me feel rather unease. Then Mr. Finman from Finman House was also very creepy but also funny at the same time. How he made it quite obvious that he was a cannibal in a very funny way, in my opinion anyway. Then Barnabas. His voice was very deep, strong and manly. The kind of voice that makes me want to shut up and just listen to the guy. So I really like this voice acting as well. And also the Fishmouthians themselves, the residents of Fishmouth. They were also very good. Some of them didn't even sound human, and that was great. Really brought the right sort of creepy, eerie atmosphere. I just liked Fishmouth in general. I just wish that there was more locations to explore. Or maybe I'm a bit greedy here. I mean, I just liked Fishmouth so much that I wanted to explore even more of it. The tourist section, by the way, was very funny. That was perhaps the best joke of the game. The Fishmouth tourist info point was just very funny, very hilarious. That was the best one in my opinion. Was that everything? I think so, yeah. Or at least all the most important things that came to my mind right off the bat. Of course I'm gonna make my thoughts on video of this game in the near future. I think I'm gonna start writing the script in this week. But when the actual video itself will come out, I won't make any promises that when will it come out. But I will start writing the script this week anyway. I'm gonna go deeper into the puzzle design, the characters, story. Oh, speaking about the story, I really like the story of this game, and even though the ending was not that satisfying, I have seen a lot worse, like Toonstruck and A Vampire Story. I mean, those endings were even worse than this one's, when it comes to actual conclusion and satisfaction. But anyway, I really like the story here. I just wonder if they're going to make a sequel to this game and see where Buzz, Peace and Ketype ended up to. Well, they went to the moon by the looks of it. If they're going to make a sequel, then naturally I'm gonna play the heck out of it. If they're going to make a Kickstarter of that as well, then I'm gonna back them. I'm gonna back them in a heartbeat. I should actually be getting my physical copy of this game rather soon, hopefully. And when I do get it, I'm gonna post a image or two of it on Twitter. But anyway, I've been rambling for quite some time now, so I'm gonna end this Let's Play here. So, thank you for watching my blind playthrough of Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure, and see you next time in a new adventure.